What's up everybody, if you're new here, welcome, if you're not, welcome back. So in this video, we'll be diving into the latest next set that was released just yesterday on NBA 2K23 MyTEAM. And I want to make a comprehensive tier list for all the new cards. Now, before we're going to jump into the rankings, I just want to make it clear that this tier list is based on my personal opinion. However, I also want to ensure that it serves as a helpful resource for all of you out there. Keep in mind that everyone may not share the same views, and that's perfectly fine. We all have different playstyles and preferences, which is all fine. But if you happen to disagree with any of my opinions, please let me know in the comments down below so I can, talk with you and just, discuss with you so that I'll just understand. Alright, enough with the chit chat and let's get into the tier list. So first up, we got not Amen, it's Amen Thompson. If I'm gonna be honest, this card is really good. I think Amen is just a better version of Ron Artest. Is it crazy to say? But in my opinion, he is really good that he replaced Ron Artest in my starting lineup. I don't know if it's crazy to say, but I think he's S tier. The reason I put him in the S tier is because he has a nice jump shot, nice dribble six, and his player model is really unique, and I really like it. Next up, we got Anthony Black, another great point guard coming for the set. I think he's A tier. He's not better than Amen Thompson in my opinion, but he's still really good. He has a John Stockton base with the Rudy Gay upper release, which in my opinion is really good. It's just really like a balanced jump shot. I've been grinding with his release and I really like it. The only thing that I don't like about this card that it has a Trae Young crossover, which it's really nasty. That's what brings this card down, but other than that, I really like this card and he's a really good budget card as well. And next up, we got another Thompson brother, Ausar Thompson, if that's how you say it. This guy's really solid. I think he's like high A tier, not quite S, but he's really good. His release is better than his brother's, but the thing is he doesn't have a point guard agility, so I don't know. So that's why I put Amen above him, but he's still a really good card. I really enjoyed using him. Now we got Brandon Miller. I think he's S tier. When I first bought him, I was like, okay, this card may be decent, nothing too special like Wembanyama, but holy crap, when I got into the game for the first time with him, his player model was huge.
Pause.
He didn't even look like 6'9". He's like 6'10", 6'11". It's like a bit of like a KD type of body. But other than that, his jump shot is also pretty good. Also great dribble six. And in my opinion, he's actually a top 5 shooting guard right now. I don't know what goes above him, but I think he's a top 5 shooting guard. And he also replaced Andre Kirilenko in my starting lineup. Next up, we got Cade Cunningham. Now, I haven't tried this card out, but I'm gonna see what he's like. Okay, so as I see, he's a 6'8" point guard, which it's already good enough. But then if we go on the animations, they give him a whole new jumper. They give him D-Mitch base with Oscar's upper release, which is really that good. They gave him Kyle Lowry size up. They gave him a Trae Young escape. I think he's also like a top 5 point guard, so I think he's gotta be a S tier as well. And now next one is Cam Whitmore. In my opinion, I think he has to go B. Now hear me out. He's a 6'7" shooting guard with a decent jump shot and all. Also pretty good dribble six. Wait a minute. Now that I see, I think I'm also gonna put him low A tier, but I think he's also high B tier. But but I'm gonna see at the end how I can just balance this out when I'm done ranking all these cards. Next up, we got Constance Wallace. Now with the Constance Wallace, I think he's also B tier, but he's really good. The problem is he's only 6'4", and if you don't have problem with a small point guard, okay, that's good. But for me, 6'4" under guards are just like not it for me, so I really don't see myself using him. But he's still pretty damn good. They gave him KPJ's base with the Kevin Love's upper release. It's a really good release. I like it. I really like that jump shot. His dribble six is also pretty good. He has the Trae Young leaner. I forgot to mention about the Trae Young leaner. And he has every Hall of Fame defensive badges, which is pretty damn insane. So he's like a high B tier, but the only problem is he's 6'4", and big guards just gonna dog him. So that's our only problem. And next up, we got Evan Mobley. Now, Evan Mobley, I think it's an interesting one. I believe they also gave him a new release. Yep, they gave him Montrezl Harrell base with the Sadiq Bey upper release. And he has a Trae Young sized up with the John Wall escape package. This card is really insane actually. And his play model is also pretty tall. So, for 7 feet guy, he's a really good card. I think I'm gonna put him in S tier. But the thing is, his weight is pretty low. So I think he's gonna be dog to paint as well. Especially if they gave him all the Hall of Fame defensive badges. But still, he's really good. They should have made him like small forward as well. Just for, Victor Wembanyama. Bernino Les, I think he's S tier. And And now Grady Dick. Just for that name, S tier.
What?
I'm kidding. Now Grady Dick, he's a 6'8 shooting guard with Contavious Caldwell Pope base with the Vince Carter release, which that's actually pretty insane. I haven't actually tried this card out, but after looking at this, I think I might try him out. He has the DG size up. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, he might be really good, especially with KCP's base. I think it'll be really good. So he might be like high A tier, low S tier, but I don't know if he's above Oswald Thompson. And I think he's like lower than Anthony Black, but he's still pretty good. And now Jabari Smith. Now this is an interesting one. He's a 6'10 power forward slash small forward with a really good release as well. G-Day 4 is really good, but earlier in 2KDB, they had this man's timing on quick, which everyone was confused, but eventually got changed to very quick. But I think he's on high A tier. And now with Jalen Williams, he's also pretty good, but they still haven't fixed his wingspan. His wingspan height is 7'2", and what they gave him 6'9". So I think I'm just gonna give him like an A tier. And I think All-Star is above Jalen and also Anthony Black. And now Jarice Walker, let's see. Now there's a problem. He's a 6'8" small forward and power forward, which in my opinion, that's not really good. He has a pretty good jump shot, but the dribble 6, I mean, you know, Trae Young stuff, I'll say that he's in like a B tier there. He's still pretty good, but I'm just saying, like, in this game right now, because of Victor out of all people, Bobo, Chet Holmgren, anyone there. The next one is Keontae George. I'm gonna see his stuff again. Okay, yeah, 6'4" point guard, and with the jump shot, it's surprisingly good, and his dribble 6 all around is also pretty good, but the problem again is his height. His 6'4", so you know, in this game again, you need tall people in your lineup, and you don't have it, then you might get dogged on. I feel like he's going like low B tier. He's still pretty good. Like, everyone in this set is really good. It's just that, you know, in this meta, I don't think it's gonna look good. Next up, we got Walker Kessler. I think he is also S tier. He's really good. This man can rebound and everything, and his jump shot is also pretty good. Chris Bosh base with the John Wall release. He may be 7 feet, but his player model is really big. Big pause on that, but still, he looks pretty good. But again, same case with Jabari Smith Jr. He has his jumper on quick as well. I don't know what type of crack is 2K on, but we're not gonna question it. But again, he is really good. His jumper is really good. Decent dribble 6. For power forward, I think it's gonna be a low S tier. And now we got the normal Victor Wembanyama. Now, compared to his invincible, obviously he's not gonna be great as his invincible, but the problem is he has 72 speed. Wouldn't be a problem if you have a coach boost or you put him like a shoe boost as well. Let's say we put on Doug Collins, which I'm using that coach. He's gonna have 78 speed and then plus 4 speed. It will give him 82 speed. Then if we look at his jumper, some people say it's disgusting. Well, I haven't tried it myself, but it didn't even look that bad. But obviously some people are getting this card because he's 7'5", and getting the tallest dude in your lineup is a good feeling. It's a good feeling. He's still gonna be S, but I feel like he's below. Is he below than Walker Kessler? I think he's below Walker Kessler, but again, he's still pretty good. 7'5" and all, just not as great as Invincible. And speaking of the devil, we got Invincible Victor Wembanyama. Oh man, of course he's gonna be a high S tier. Do I need to say more? This man has a guard jump shot with the guard 6. He can defend like a center. He can do it all. He's the most broken card in the MyTEAM history, and it's obvious that he's gonna be S tier. And now with Endgame Paulo, so the interesting thing is he has the same stuff as Kevin Durant. So as we see, he has the Kevin Porter Jr. base, and he has the City Bay upper release, and you know, all the dribble 6 and all. It's the same thing as his Kevin Durant. If we compare them both, basically the same thing. But then if we put Kevin Durant aside, he's still a really great card. 6'10" at the small forward position is still pretty damn good. It's just that they should have made him a guard. But other than that, he's gonna be S tier for sure. He's gonna be in there. And now that's all the cards that I've put in the tier list, and I feel like we need to change something. So as I'm looking at this, I feel like Kate Cunningham should be above Amen Thompson because he's slightly taller than Amen, but I feel like his release is better and his dribble 6 is better, and he has 99 all-around stats. That's why I think I should have put him above Amen. And as I'm looking at this, I just forget he's 7'5", so I think he's above the two other cards in the S tier. Again, these two cards is still really good. I just think I prefer a 7'5" guy in my starting power forward, even if they have like 72 speed or anything like that. For example, Taco Fall, he has 64 speed, but some people use him because, you know, they have to. He's a tall dude. They need to use them for defense or offense. And that's the same case as Victor Wembanyama. This card may not move like a guard, but he's still pretty damn good. Evan Mobley can move like a guard, but again, I just prefer a 7'5" guy. And now let's look at the A tier. So we got Jabari Smith Jr. I think he might stay there because, again, my point still stands, even though Paulo is also 6'10". That should have put him in the A tier, but we're not gonna forget that he's an endgame as well with really good tendencies, with good animations. He's just better all around, so that's why I put him in the S tier, and I didn't put Jabari Smith in the A tier. Paulo still has some flaws, but I just think that Jabari Smith is not better, and I don't think he's gonna be in the S tier. Now, Oscar Thompson, he's still pretty good. I still gonna put him there. Anthony Black, I still think he's gonna be in there. Jalen Williams, I feel like I'm underestimating this card. Even if he has 6'9" wingspan height, he still has a pretty good animation. He has a carousel third base with the Tony Kukoc upper release. He has a Kobe size up, John Wall escape package, John Wall moving crossover. But another problem is that he's also 6'6", so it should have given him like a point guard agility, but that's just me. That's just me. But again, he's still pretty decent. I just think that he's not great enough to be in the S tier. Grady Dick, I think I'm putting him over Jalen Williams. It's just wild to say that. I think he just has better animations. He's taller, better wingspans. I think he does. 7 foot. Yeah. Better jump shot, like I said. That's why I put him above Jalen Williams. So unfortunately, Jalen Williams is going to be the low A tier. Now let's look at the B tier. Now Cason Wallace. Now my point still stands, especially if he has really great jump shot with the good 6'4" guard. Yeah, I mean, it's not really good for this meta. These people in the B tier, I think they're still pretty good. I just think that they still have like a flaws, and some of them has the biggest flaws, like the height and all, so that's a problem. Paris Walker, I think he's better than Ken Whitmore. Ken Whitmore, I think he's better than Keontae George, and I think there's nothing to be changed here. Yeah, I think I'm gonna end this tier list here. I think this is a really good tier list. Like I said, everyone, especially below S tier, is still pretty good. I just think, you know, they don't fit my playstyle and all. Just because that I don't use them doesn't mean you shouldn't use them. If you want to use them online, by no means go ahead. I'm not stopping you. It is my team after all. You always gotta remember, it's my own personal opinion, and if you disagree, comment down below so I can just, you know, talk with you and all. But yeah, that's it with this tier list video. If you guys enjoyed it, make sure to click on the like button, as it will help me a lot. If you want more content like this, make sure to subscribe and turn on the notification bell if you don't want to miss another video. Also, follow me on Twitter. At some point, I might be doing some ratings, some lineups. So if you want me to rate your lineup, then make sure to go on Twitter, follow me there, and if you want, you can turn on the notifications so that you will know that I will rate some lineups. But you guys, adios and have a great day.